Hey, basketball fans, we're going to get into our show in just a second, but if you didn't watch, we had 1.3 million viewers on our live draft coverage, and we got a ton of new subscribers from that. So I want to know when you subscribed personally. Was it before the NBA draft? Have you been here since we were at like 100,000 subscribers? Was it during the NBA draft? Were you one of the ones that clicked while you were watching live, or was it after the NBA draft? Let me know by typing B for before, D for during, or A for after, and maybe it's right now. Scroll on down and hit that big red subscribe button if you haven't already, or go to this link, youtube.com/chatsportstv, and subscribe. Let's get into a little bit of a piece of news for you. The last big-name free agent goes off the board, not named Anthony Davis, and Brandon Ingram, as he has signed a 5-year, $158 million extension with the New Orleans Pelicans. Now, Ingram was a restricted free agent, so the Pelicans were like, we'll take our time. People can throw money his way. We're going to match it no matter what. And hey, they picked him right back up, and they signed him for 5 more years. And now the Pelicans have a very solid core to build around in both Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson. Now, one of the reasons Ingram has earned this extension, earned this kind of money, is because of the leap he had taken from his time in Los Angeles to his time in New Orleans, where he got a chance to be the number one option up until really Zion was there. And even when Zion was there, he still really was the top option on that team as they were trying to push for a playoff spot. He went from an 18-point-per-game guy to 24 points. He upped his rebounds. He upped his assists. His field goal percentage took a little bit of a dip, but that was only because he was shooting so much more on this Pelicans team. But his three-point percentage shined, and he finally showed why he was worthy of that number 2 pick. And I'll tell you what, this Pelicans team, they got a winner in Brandon Ingram. And another thing I want to point out is, I don't know if this is a playoff team in the Western Conference this year, but are we overlooking the Pelicans right now? I mean, that defensive backcourt of Eric Bledsoe and Lonzo Ball is pretty stout. However, I don't know how they're going to score. Brandon Ingram and Zion, that's your 2 young studs. And Steven Adams is manning the middle now as he was traded from the Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Pelicans plan to keep him long term. I like what this team is doing. I'm just not ready to say they're a playoff team because this Western Conference is really, really tough. Now, if they were in the Eastern Conference, which you could kind of make an argument geographically that they could be in the Eastern Conference, they'd be in the playoffs easily. But do you think they'll make the playoffs in the West? Type Y for yes or type you're in for no. I think they're going to probably make the play-in tournament, but I don't think they make it all the way. But I love what this team is building. Give them a couple more years. They're going to be right at the top of the West before we know it. Now, Fanatics has an early Black Friday sale going on right now where your favorite team gear is 50% off at this link only, chatsports.com/NBA Friday. Go check them out and go get whatever gear you want. You see the shorts and the t-shirt, your favorite team probably has them available as well. And the pack itself, it's 50% off. Why wouldn't you do that? The holidays are right around the corner. You got to get some gifts for some people. This is the time to do it. One more time. That link, real simply, chatsports.com/NBA Friday. Go check them out. Also, clicking on that link and go ahead and open it up in your browser helps Chat Sports out as well. We're putting on all these shows for you guys, and Fanatics is helping us do that. So one more time, go to that link, chatsports.com/NBA Friday. Another piece of news here in Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo plans to sign a 5-year, $163 million extension with the Miami Heat. Something I didn't think Pat Riley was actually going to do because that money eats into that 2021 cap space for the Miami Heat, and we know how much they value that cap space where some of the biggest stars in the NBA will become available. Now, something to note here is that over the next 6 years, assuming he plays beyond this, this deal could guarantee $168 million and up to $200 million for Bam Adebayo. How does that math work? I don't know. I don't understand the NBA cap. All I know is he's going to get absolutely paid, and rightfully so, as he was named to an all-star team and an all-defensive second team this past year with the Miami Heat. And you can see the numbers. The dude put up a double-double. He was an absolutely outstanding passer, as there were a lot of times the Miami Heat were running their offense through him in the half court, and he was blocking shots left and right. Nobody can forget when he blocked Jason Tatum during that Eastern Conference Finals run. Look, Bam Adebayo has become one of my favorite centers to watch. He is the perfect center for today's game, or power forward, whatever you want to call him, and he can really play either of those positions. You know, last year there were a lot of times where the Miami Heat decided not to play him at the center position, and they started him at the forward, and you know what? It worked out really, really well because they went with Myers Leonard in the middle as instead of Bam, and this was kind of the starting lineup they had going. Now, Myers Leonard is back in the Heat uniform this next year, and I think he'll be in the starting five because he provides that floor spacing ability. Now, maybe they go with Bam at the 5 and Duncan Robinson at the 4 if they want to go really, really small. Maybe they stick with Bam Adebayo at the 4, or maybe they stick with Myers Leonard or somebody else at the 5. I don't know what they're going to do. All I know is Bam is back, and Bam is back for the next 5 years, and the Miami Heat should be extremely happy, but Bam Adebayo should be extremely happy as well. But there's a lot of good teams in the Eastern Conference now. You look at the Boston Celtics. You look at the Miami Heat. Obviously, you got the Milwaukee Bucks. You obviously have teams, even the Indiana Pacers are going to be competitive as well. Which team? Oh, don't forget. I almost forgot the Philadelphia 76ers and the Brooklyn Nets. Holy moly, the East is getting tougher. So which team do you think is the favorite to come out of the East this next year? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to make this the pinned comment on today's video because you might get hit with a YouTube ad break. So go ahead, scroll on down and respond. Let me know your favorite in the Eastern Conference. Now, one guy that hopes he's getting out of the Eastern Conference is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has been offered the Supermax extension, as we all expected, from the Milwaukee Bucks. But he still hasn't signed that extension. And that makes me question some things because he has to sign it by December 21st, the night before the NBA season is set to start up again. Now, the most interesting thing, and the reason I bring this up today of all days, is because with the Miami Heat signing Bam Adebayo to a 5-year extension, that takes them out of the running. They don't have the cap space to chase Giannis Antetokounmpo. However, if Giannis goes and meets with the Heat and he says, hey, I want to sign there, it would probably involve a sign-and-trade for Bam Adebayo, and Bam would be sent to the Bucks in some kind of sign-and-trade deal. But I'm interested in this because I think Miami might have a hint that either he's signing the Supermax or he's going to a totally different team next year. And you look at some of the teams that are in the running for Giannis, and I put this in alphabetical order. Don't think that I ranked these, that I didn't, but it's really not that far off either. You got the Dallas Mavericks. Obviously, with Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis, you have some generational talent there that he would want to play with. The Golden State Warriors will have cap space again, and who wouldn't want to go to a team that knows how to build around superstars? The Miami Heat, just talked about them. They are definitely up in the running. The Bucks, he could still go back even if he doesn't accept the Supermax. And the Toronto Raptors are another team that I'm definitely watching out for, as Masai Ujiri has a good relationship with Giannis. I think any of these teams are very viable options. But if he should leave Milwaukee, which team do you think he goes to? It's the Dallas Mavericks, type DAL. Think it's the Golden State Warriors, type GSW. If you think he goes to the Miami Heat to play with Jimmy Butler, type MIA. Or maybe he's going to go up north and play in Toronto, type TOR. Get down to the comment section. Let me know, where do you think Giannis lands in 2021?